Welcome back, fight fans, old and young, liebe Zuschauer und Zuschauerinnen. I'm telling you, Ipkai, the vibe around here, man. Deutschland wird Weltmeister. People are going nuts. But you know what? You know who else is in it? It's our nemesis, the Orange. Man, the German football team and the Dutch football team are huge rivals. And, man, with Brazil losing two of their best players and, Netherlands just looking unstoppable. I mean, calling Netherlands versus Argentina is like 50-50. I have no idea. But if it could very well be Netherlands-German World Cup final. It could go any way. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be great fun. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. You're a football fan too, right? You've been watching the games.
Yeah, I have, and it's been good. I think a lot of the games have been very they've been very even. I thought it hasn't been all that one-sided a competition, which is good. I think that's been really good so far this year. When you haven't sort of like you might have expected one team to just steamroller someone, but it's not the case. A lot of the predictions that people made probably went to pot. I think you can probably look at a lot of people's brackets in that prediction thread, for example, and I bet nobody will have perfect predictions at least. And I think a lot of people will have. I think a lot of people thought Spain would be going through, for example, and they didn't manage to get through.
We got to give a bit of ups for Belgium. I mean, they did really well.
Yeah, they did well. I mean, the first game, they looked really bad at the start until I think they scored some goals in the last few minutes. I think it was against Australia, wasn't it? Was it against Australia they were playing? No, it wasn't Australia. Oh, it was
some other yellow-shirted teams. There are a lot of teams with yellow shirts. Colombia, Costa Rica. You never know where it's going to be. All right, enough football talk. Yeah. I'm sorry, all you Cotu addicts. Some of our fans out there are like, I don't care about soccer.
I know. Soccer is only played by sissies.
Well,
that type of stuff going on.
Hand egg. All right, back to the case in point. We have the two best Company of Heroes 2 players in the world. I just said it. OMGPOP and Jesulin going head-to-head on the Western Front armies. I wonder if Relic's going to take a look at these games. I wonder if Peter Kumse is lurking.
Mr. Kumsia and Mr. Chan, yes, they'll probably be looking at these matches. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think enough yibber yabber. They're gonna string us up on YouTube for too much chat before the game. Why don't we just get on in there and cast game 4? Here we go.
Yeah, let's get in there.
All right. I'm at 5.
Okay, so we're going to unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, I skipped the introductions last game, but since this might be the last game, we better do them straight. All right, in the blue trunks, this time playing the OKV, hailing from Canada. It's our North American Alienware Arena Cup winner, OMGPOP! And in the South, his enemy playing the USF, wearing the red trunks. That's one of the colors of his national team. If they would wear some yellow striped socks, he'd have it all set. Hailing from Spain, the winner of the EU Alienware Arena Cup, it's Jesulin! Ipka showing off some lung strength. Good stuff, Ipkai. Thank you for the vuvuzela action. I had a snare drum throughout Sunday Night Fight Season 5, and I think that we've moved on to the vuvuzela is our new characteristic instrument. We got to keep this trend going, Ipkai.
Yep, double bass for the next set of casts, I think.
Yeah, and we all got to learn some Seinfeld, dum, 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 dum. Every time some dramatic shift happens in the game, right, or a unit comes on, it gets its own bass line tune. Who's going to cover? Will that be you or me? I play electric bass. That's my thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be used because I don't think I could learn bass in time.
Well, I could maybe do it on electric bass. I've never played stand-up. I have a cousin who plays stand-up bass, actually, but
I don't think I could be able to get hold of one as well in time. So
Yeah, man. Oh, he's got stories about trying to ship that thing around. It is no easy task to move a double bass around. Like when you fly it, you have to pay a lot extra to check it because it's got this colossal case that you have to send it in. And yeah, he's had no easy time moving it from coast to coast. All right. Well, this schlepper doesn't seem to be doing anything. Whoa, Ipkai, I'm frozen. Oh, well, I don't know what that was, but time sync. 2:30, 31, 32, 33, 34. We good?
yeah, we're good now. Yep.
All right. Well, this schlepper is, I don't know. This schlepper is just schlepping about, not really doing much of anything important.
It's schlepping along.
And, you know, the USF always has map control majority in the early game, it seems. Do they just have more units?
Yeah, because the OKV start with a Stone Pioneer squad, they actually get less manpower at the start than all the other factions. That's sort of like their setback at the start. They've got a really, really strong first unit, but because of that, they have less manpower. So I think they only have like 200 manpower to start off with, whereas everybody's got about, you know, when you take off about 160 for the builder unit that most of the other factions cost, you know, that leaves them with, you know, 300 and something extra manpower. So that means they'll have fewer units at the start.
Okay, so their early game has to be very tight. There is not a moment to waste. You know, it's all about early game efficiency, like picking your fights. As when you play OKV, would you say look for fights, avoid fights? How would you approach the very early game?
Well, with the very early game, what you can do, because your Stone Pilots are so strong, if you can find their builder unit that they're going to camp with, you could probably take them out, or at least get them to
What
retreat.
about the whole volley fire problem, which we see engaged right now?
They won't have enough ammo to do volley fire if you find them early enough, because it
Find
costs
them
20
right off
ammo.
the bat. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you go looking for a fight, that means also that you're not standing in a circle capping.
No, that is true, but you can use your Volks Grenadiers, you know, to secure the back lines then instead. So you build you start with your Stone Pioneer squad, go searching for builder units, you know, like combat engineers or rear echelon.
Mm-hmm.
Look for them, try and force them off, and then you have your Volks Grenadiers just slowly moving forward, capping points then. So what I tend to do is go like 2 Volks Grenadiers, then buy an extra Stone Pioneer squad, then tech.
Okay.
That's quite a good solid builder. Then maybe get another Volks if I need to, but that's pretty solid enough. Inclined at least.
Okay, well, it's we're at 5 minutes already, and there hasn't been any major engagement. Will this lieutenant annihilate these retreating Sturm Pioneers? Don't think so. They just barely get away. So once again, Pop is going with 3 Sturm Pioniere. Pioniere, if you want to say it auf Deutsch.
Yeah, a little bit too much, I think. I think 2 is enough. Any more than that, you end up running the risk of just giving up too much manpower. Because they're 40 manpower pop to reinforce, and also they take a really long time to reinforce.
Well,
Yeah,
they
so
did
you do
some
see
good
some
damage against that lieutenant.
They did, but you know, he's ceding map control because of it. You can't keep the map control up if you have to keep reinforcing these guys. And the thing is, their durability is not that much better than a Grenadier. You know, it's no better than a Grenadier squad. Volks Grenadiers are a little bit more durable, even though their damage output is nowhere near as good. They have 5 guys, and they can, you know, sit in green cover for a lot longer than Stone Pios can.
So this fight on the left, the Sturm Pios, this is a very interesting house. It's got this kind of addition on the right, and that's actually, there are doors on both sides of that thing. And then there are doors on the main faces, so that's do they ever get in and out of that door that's on the main face, too? Has it got 4 doors?
I think it's only got the 2. It's just the doors on the main face. I think that, you know, that side house door. I
No,
don't
they
think
went
they
in
can
through the
actually-
front, man.
They went in through
did.
that?
I saw them do
Oh,
it.
right, okay.
Yeah. And I think
I thought-
not
'cause
only
it looks
that, I
too
think
small for the
I
men.
thought I saw him squeeze by those logs between the fence and the house and sneak in there. Oh my goodness! What an awesome hit from the early flak half track from the OKV. He sets up and just like wipes out 5 or 6 riflemen.
Yeah, but here comes the M15. That's rolling up now. The really strong American unit. So Jesulin will probably twist it now. Start twisting it. Yeah, he's doing that.
He did a bit of drifting there. Yeah, but he's not twisted it. I mean, expediency versus, ideal fighting position. He sort of parks with his side showing the enemy, and he's starting to shoot. Okay, the Sonderkraftfahrzeug set up. You can see his little wings flap out, and he's got his main gun ready. And, Ipkai, you can just see that their usage of these vehicles here in Game 4 is already superior to that of the earlier games.
Yeah, they're using him a bit better now. I mean, Pop's sort of just keeping that a bit back because he doesn't want to walk into that M15 without the gun set up because he'll. So they are vet one, so they'll have a 80 rifle grenade, sorry. So you gotta be careful. He doesn't want to get the engine disabled, and then that will just make it a sitting duck.
All right. Well, Pop is backing away. And he considered setting up for a second, but now I guess he's just going to give up this front and try to regroup and reorganize and back his flak track. Wow, he's setting up way the heck back there. Now, does it set up on its own whenever you stop?
Yeah, it does. As soon as you stop, it just sets up.
Wait, what if I don't want it to set up and I want to just sit there and be mobile and ready to get going quick?
That's part of the risk. Yeah.
Part of the risk? I want to be able to control that, man. I want to be able to control when I'm set up, like with an MG, either I'm standing idle or I point it. I want to be able to control whether I'm setting up or not. Don't you agree?
I do agree, but unfortunately, that's how that unit is. It just sets up whenever you stop it.
Okay. I just want to see more player control as much as possible, and less kind of like automated things. All right, Pop's pushing out with a lot of infantry on the right-hand side, and we can see Jesulin, man, this is one of his strengths. Look how he shifts all of his infantry to the right to face the threat.
There's his flak counter. He's got the bazookas as well, so he's probably just thinking, man, he's getting a lot of bazookas, actually. He's got two on one squad, one on the other. So he's going very AT heavy on his riflemen. So I wonder what he's going to use to fill in the gaps for anti-infantry later on in the game. Because you'll probably need the bars later on as well, just to the BARs, just to scale your guys up in the anti-infantry department.
Well, that developed into a huge fight. Now it's kind of calmed down as they use True Sight and the Fog of War to avoid one another. You can see Jesulin comes around the corner and starts sticking it to these Sturm Pioneers, but Pop's German flak track is right around that corner, and now it looks like he's going to engage. He's going to sneak up just a bit, park, and he's shooting snow, Ipkai. He's shooting into that wall.
Yeah, you have to be careful because it's got explosive profile. It can hit stuff, objects like bushes, snow, GG's called.
Oh, man, look how Pop just snuck the two flaks around, and, jeez, it just, the Sonderkraftfahrzeug just died so quickly. Once that main gun was shooting it, I mean, basically, if you have a vehicle, you can never let, the tail end of these anti-aircraft half-tracks see you because they will shred you. And look at, Jesulin even had flanking, zooked-up riflemen coming in. So that was that. Pop GG's out. That's 4 games. That was only 10 minutes, fight fans.
Very short. I think maybe just possibly giving up.
Send me your video, Ipkai.
Sorry.
We're in game. We're out of game. Hello. Let's see if my scene switch. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Ipkai, I have no clue who has choice. Do you have an inkling?
I think Jesulin has choice. I think he had more VPs when he won his Americans in Game 2 than Pop did in Game 1.
He had 490 in that one.
In this game, yeah. So it was for the second set of games on Lagliese, it was 492 versus 490. But I think in the previous game, the set on Fabmanville Approach, I think that Jesulin had the better score on that one at least.
Okay.
By some margin.
Well, we've seen 4 USF victories in a row, so that could be hugely important. We'll know shortly when we come back with the ace game. We can only assume that the VP leader will pick America.
Yep, I think so too.
We got knocked out of the football, but we're kicking ass and company heroes. All right, fight fans, we'll be right back with the rubber match. See you in a second.